EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go here on a Thursday night. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. Micah Hyde up to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest.
In trouble, and down he goes. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses now.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. Seems like they got a little lazy. They got locked in on maybe 1 or 2 of the offensive targets. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Love to throw. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points.
He fumbled the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, games, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. He is in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Throwing, Tannehill. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Tannehill. Now he'll air one out. That one underthrown and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Williams in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
It is a big play there for the Lions. 31 yards.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this first half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the first half?
He makes one man miss, but stop quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Tannehill to throw. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 10-7. Both Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Mixon on the return. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Love. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Packers.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 2nd down, Love. That's complete to Jacobs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. The Lions all their first time out. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Love.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Back to throw is Tannehill. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Fuller.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
On first down, it's Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Love to throw it on first down. He'll check this down to the running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here comes Greg Joseph and the field goal unit. This a 46-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And that will lead to a second down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14. A second down throw for Love. This one is caught by Reed. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here's Love. That one, take it in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You've got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Tannehill. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a 3-score game. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Love to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. Going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Lions back within 10. It's now 24-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Love. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Running is Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. So, 3/4. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Williams in motion. Now Tannehill. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's Tannehill. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw is Tannehill. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Detroit! For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Nixon on the return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. A run up the middle with Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On second down, Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play. And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and trying to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's third down.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain. This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on fourth down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Tannehill to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
To throw is Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25. Catch is made by Wright. Into space. And he's going to go all the way. Oh, not some late magic. They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He's going to tuck it and go. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Second down throw for Love. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Love. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
What a game this has been. It hangs in the balance until the very end, yet somehow they get a touchdown here late, Mike, and it looks like they're going to be able to pull this one out in the final seconds of the game.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. Will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit.